Blair from the Saskatoon Seniors Continued Learning. I'm on the board in the position of Assistant Registrar, and this instructional video is meant the first of a few which we will make over the course of the year. This video is meant to show a new student the steps for enrolling into a class for the first time. So before we start with the actual steps, there are some things that you need to have already prepared. And you can see in this notepad here, you will need to have this URL here typed into your browser. You can see I have that here. It's been typed in and we are in the browser. Secondly, you're going to have some information ready. Your first name, your last name, your phone number, your email, and your credit card. So I'm going to, in this demonstration, be a person named whose first name is Sask, last name is Senior44, has this phone number, this email, and I won't show you my credit card. But you have to make sure to use your name, your phone number, your email, and your credit card. So have those ready and on hand before we start. The other thing that you need to have ready before we start is to understand what kind of student you are. Do you like to go out to a class and meet new people? Or do you like to stay home and use your computer? Or sometimes you want to go out and sometimes you want to stay home. So decide which one of those you are. Then once you've decided, you will be signing up depending on which one you are. If you like to go out, you will sign up for in-person or hybrid classes. I'll explain what these are later. If you like to stay home and use your computer, you can sign up for online or hybrid classes. If you are sometimes one and sometimes two, you would sign up for hybrid classes, and there will be a second step for you to do using a coupon, which will be in a follow-on video. So think about this a little bit and have it ready. Okay, let's get started. Here we are at the webpage for Saskatoon Seniors Continued Learning. And you should read this information. You will have to have a membership, and the fee is $5 annually. Classes are held face-to-face, which is in person, online, or hybrid. The hybrid option means that the class will be presented to students that are both in class and at home on their computer. Courses are offered annually. The next term for us is January 8th to March 1st, and registration period is December 11th to the 15th. The next term, spring, will be March 11th to May 10th. Scroll down a little bit more, and you can see that there's a registration period. So you would have to do your registration into your classes between Monday, December 11th at 12:05 and Friday, December 15th at 2023 for the winter term. Now, to see what the classes are in the winter term, you would download, you click here, download the winter term brochure. And this is what pops up. You have at the top, a schedule at a glance. It shows you that on Tuesday morning, there's a hybrid class. Again, hybrid means that the professor is teaching students that are both in class and at home on their computer. On Wednesday morning, there's a class which is only online, so no in class, no in-person students, only those at home on their computer. Thursday morning, there's a class which is hybrid. Wednesday afternoon, a hybrid. Thursday afternoon, a hybrid. And Friday afternoon, a hybrid. class. So you need to know which type of student you are before you start. Then you can scroll down and get more information on each class. So the first class, well, before we move on, there's some keynotes. Fees are $60 per course. GST is included. And you must do registration and payment online using the steps that I'm showing you in this video. Some important dates, which I've already talked about a little bit, and courses start week of January 8th. Now, for each course, there's a section which gives more detail. So this first course, which is a hybrid course, From First Among Equals to Elected Dictator, A Political History of Canada, 1867 to present. The instructor is Dr. Jason Zorbaz. And you really need to, as a student, read through all of these course descriptions and decide which ones, one or more, that you wish to register in. At the end of the course descriptions, there's detailed instructions on how to register and pay. You should read all this in addition to watching this video. There's a section here for the option for hybrid courses, which I'm not going to show you in this video. But if you want to, if you are a student where sometimes you like to go out to class and sometimes you want to stay home, you will have to do this section here. Then there may be a follow-on video at some point, but right now I'm not going to go through that. So of course, if you're doing online on your computer, you'll have to have a computer, a device with internet connection, and you're going to have to be familiar with Zoom. Zoom meetings is how the course is delivered. This is the URL that you can use to get to Zoom. You will get an email with a Zoom link, so you don't need to know how to do that just yet. And then the registration process, which I'm going to go through right now. And so let's close this or go back to our go back, and after we've read this brochure, we will go and click on online registration. This is going to take you into some software called Amelia SmartRec. This is our registration system. And you're doing the winter program for 2024. Again, there's some in-class course descriptions and online course descriptions. So whenever there's a hybrid class, there will always be a description in the in-class course section and the online course section. So here's course 1A, and 1B is the same course, but those people who want to stay home would sign up in 1B, and those people who want to go to class would sign up in 1A. So let's add this. Now we have to enter our email, and I am sasksenior44@gmail.com. And I'll log in. Now, I have never logged into Amelia before, so it gives me this message here, invalid email or password. So I instead have to create an account. And now I'm going to put in my first name. Remember, you're entering your first name and my last name, and you are entering yours. And your email, again, you're entering your email. And then it's going to send me an email. So remember I said you needed to have your email open and handy. So as soon as you create your account, it wants to get this it's sending you a code from Amelia, and here's the code. You're going to have to enter this code. So in my case, your code will be different. This one is 170005. So that's what I'm going to enter. Remember to write down your code and enter it. And then click on verify. And now I'm verified and my account has been created. And I will have to go one step and say I consent to allowing Amelia to share the information that you entered with the Saskatoon Seniors Continued Learning. You would say I consent. Okay. So here we are in the Amelia Smart Rec software, which is how we will register into the courses. We are SaskSenior44@gmail.com, and there's the winter program for 2024. So we'll open it up, and now what we have to decide, remember we had talked about what kind of student you are. If you're the kind of student who likes to go out and go to class, you will be looking at these courses here as per the brochure. But if you like to stay home, you'll be looking at these courses here. And if you are the type which likes to go to in-person classes and also sometimes online, you will register into both. But this time, the first time, you register into the in-class course. So if you're interested in this course or this course, whichever one you're interested in, you open it up by clicking on the plus sign, and then you select the session $60. Now, you're adding this to yourself. You could have more than one person on your account, but at this time, we're adding it only to ourselves. Now, because this is your first time ever, you haven't got a membership yet. And what's happening here is that it's asking you to add on the $5 membership. So we say continue. And now we're ready to check out. We have the course and we have the membership in our checkout, and so we check out. You can review this. You've got the $57.14 for the course. This is the in-class course. And you've got the membership of $4.76. And at the bottom, it adds the GST for a total of $65. Now, if you were a lucky person who got a discount, or if you won a discount from us, you would put that in here. But today we're not that lucky, so we'll just check out. Okay, so here's where you're going to have to enter your credit card information. Usually a credit card requires that you have an address in here and home phone, but you don't necessarily need to. So continue my purchase. Oh, yes, you do need to. Okay, let's go Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And we'll just sort of make up and we'll have to put in a phone number. Remember that phone number. I don't remember. Hopefully that'll work. We'll go, no, and cellular. Okay, let's see. Address line is required. All right, let's see if that will take my fictitious person. It did. So now it wants some personal information. Definitely need your email. You will need your email for all communications with Saskatoon Seniors Continued Learning. And you should do the README here and then go through this policy, which is long, and say accept. Now, do you have difficulty hearing or seeing? In this case, I'm going to say no. Are you willing to be a monitor for in-person class? Now, you are signing up for an in-person, so you might want to be a monitor. You can volunteer for this position. While you're in class, you take attendance. Are you willing to be a monitor for an online class? In this case, I'm going to say no and continue my purchase. So the amount to pay will be $65, or you can do, this would be online right now with your credit card, or you can do an offline payment. You should always do the online credit card. I am going to not do this and try to go back to the other one because I don't have a credit card to put in there at this time. But you will use your credit card. Or if you want to make a check, this is not recommended, but it is possible to send in a check. You might lose your seat, especially in the in-person classes, which fill up quickly, and you're only guaranteed a seat if your payment is made. So if you're doing the offline payment, you might not get a seat. So I'm going to complete the purchase to show you how it ends, because this is the end. We got our in-class course 1A, which is the one we were interested in, and we got our membership and we paid. And now you can print this if you want, or you can look in your email to make sure you've got it. And that's it. Welcome to the Saskatoon Seniors Continue Learning. I'm sure that you're going to really enjoy it. Have fun. Bye-bye.